Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Stack. I'm
Hey.
Alex.
I'm Justin.
And I am Pete, and I'm back. And there are a few things I would like to address.
I didn't even know.
Wait, how was your cruise?
That's number one.
I forgot that
did
you
not
wouldn't
go
even-
on a cruise. I don't know where that came
Oh.
from. I was visiting a family over the holidays.
No, you went on an erotic cruise.
Yeah.
Hedonism 3.
Yeah, it was
No.
like in that movie, that hilarious movie, Boat Trip.
No, that's
Yeah.
not true.
No, that was great.
Tell the fans
was,
what you want, but we know.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. How is Cuba Gooding, by the way?
He's-
Junior. I should specify.
Horatio Sands. and
What
me
else
got
would you
along.
like to clarify?
Second, neither before or after the show, Alex does not touch my balls at any point during any day.
No, not before or after, but definitely during. So, all right, let's talk about the comics we're going to talk
Wandering
about today.
hands.
We have Uncanny X-Men number 494. We're going to give you sneak previews of Youngblood number 1 and Nightwing number 140. We're also going to do a speed round and get to one of your viewer mail, but let's get right into the books. So, Uncanny X-Men number 494.
Wow.
That seems like
Try
it.
counting that down. Am I right?
Hey!
Good luck.
I like
DC.
to. How are you guys feeling about the Messiah Complex thing so far? We're more than halfway through at this point.
It's good. They keep teasing that like you don't even know what's going on yet. In the back of this issue, they're like, "It's not even happening yet. Don't worry. Like, be prepared."
Eventually,
so,
the crossover is going to be over. They'll be like, "You don't
you
even know what's going
I'd
on."
be like,
Like,
"Why not?
it's over.
I bought this to know what's going on."
It's solid. It's really solid.
I
It's
agree,
been
actually.
very-
I continue to be more and more sold on this crossover. I've been a little wary of it. But they picked up really nicely on the cliffhanger of last issue where Bishop shoots Cable in the back. My biggest problem with this is I'm having a little trouble keeping a handle on Bishop's timeline.
Yeah.
I know that he came back in time
From the future.
from the future. Thank you. That was important to specify. He came back
You
in
said
time.
you're having problems. I'm trying to help as much as I can.
Yeah, that definitely made it easier.
To the past or present.
Thank you. From
Which is
a
now the
utopian future where mutants were revered and they looked back on Professor X with reverence.
Right.
But here in this issue, he is shown in a dystopian future where he is in a mutant prison. So
Well,
I'm not quite
but
sure where they get from A to B.
It wasn't utopian quite. It was mutants were kind of respected, but there was bad things were happening. There was a traitor in the X-Men who killed all of the X-Men at a certain point.
Which
in
turned
X
out to be
history.
Onslaught.
Yes, but for a long time, Bishop thought it was Gambit, and I think they're kind of playing with that a little bit here since Gambit's one of the Marauders.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see how it turns out. Right now, I think I'm really enjoying this crossover.
It's a great read.
I definitely. The only thing that I didn't like is I hate when they do time slashes so they don't have to write extra things where it was like all of a sudden he's like, Scott, I don't know what happened. I took the baby. I'm cool though. I'm still on your team. I was like, he was just like
That sounded just like Bishop.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
thank
That
you.
was great.
You do voiceover work? It's amazing.
That's great.
you
Anyway, we're going to move on with one of our Newsarama sneak peek previews.
Yeah.
Newsarama!
Actually, it probably went this way, so I'm going to go like that. But first one we got for you is Youngblood number 1. Got a couple of good news items for you guys.
Oh,
First
great.
of all, as far as I can tell, everybody has feet in the issue, which is
Nice.
really cool.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Also, one issue has actually come out so far.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
So that's
out.
really good.
On schedule.
When it's not out right now,
Schedule so
but
far.
it's a preview. It will
For
be
those of you
coming
who
out.
don't know, Youngblood has a very long history of never actually coming out through 4 different volumes.
True.
Yeah.
And it was with the book that it was back that they launched Image under with Youngblood, and like as a kid, I remember being like, "Oh my God, what's gonna happen?"
Yeah,
How
yeah.
Liefeld, and everyone was like, and then nothing happened.
Right.
And in this issue, it's a ripoff of Ecstatics, pretty much.
A little bit.
The X-Force Ecstatics
Yeah.
run from a couple years
I mean,
ago.
it's a
Marvel.
ripoff of a lot of things in a certain way without
Yes.
giving the negative connotation of ripoff personally. Because I actually
Oh.
I liked the issue. I thought it was fun, and I thought it got right into it in terms of introducing the team, setting up the story.
So you need a nice word for ripoff.
Yeah. Tribute.
Stealing. Oh, tribute.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
wow. Homage.
It's still
if you love an homage to other people's work, tune in.
Youngblood's always been the celebrity superhero team. So this time they have endorsement deals. They have a reality show.
Wow, that's
They have
cutting edge.
Yeah.
That's a really
All right,
bold way of
all right.
telling a story.
Come
That's
on.
great. Kind of postmodern, if I may use
It's-
that word.
They actually use the phrase postmodern. in there. So there you go. That's what it
Inventive.
is. I don't know. Would you recommend picking it up?
No.
I kind of enjoyed it, but I kind of didn't.
Okay.
The hardest thing for
Mixed.
me was reading it online, which I don't like to
Cool.
do.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's great.
I'm just
There you
saying,
are.
comics online hasn't quite gotten
Yeah,
up
I
to
just
the...
don't like stuff online. Speaking of stuff online, here's the second Newsarama sneak peek preview.
Zing.
Nightwing number 140, also a new creative team on Nightwing. How'd
Yep.
you guys feel about this issue?
I love Nightwing, and it's been kind of a bad run for about 6 months, I would say. He had a big blockbuster fight. He was working in the Mafia for a while. It was really cool. And they kind of lost it because they had a second Nightwing, blah, blah, blah. Boring. This looks like it's an interesting reboot.
Yeah.
However, it takes place in New York. When a DC comic takes place in New York, I'm
weird,
like,
right?
no. Gotham is your New York. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's trying to make Nightwing different than Batman by setting him in a different city, but it's weird because DC is the made-up universe.
Yeah, why? It's
As
just
opposed to
weird.
Marvel, which is the real universe.
That being
Yeah,
said,
so
I
Pete-
did enjoy the artwork. I thought the artwork was really great. I didn't think it sucked. I thought it was kind of lame. And then
It's
I
a
had
fine
the big
ally between
yeah.
suck
There,
and lame.
there is
You really
like
have to listen to.
and then the big reveal at the end, which I thought was kind of funny.
The big reveal at the end is Superman is there.
Yeah.
It's not a reveal.
I thought it was kind of funny. Where it was like, we gotta talk. You know, the
Yeah,
classic.
it was hilarious.
Superman.
I was rolling.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
I don't know. I liked it. I'm not completely sold on Nightwing as a character, even after 140 issues. I
Wow,
guess.
why?
I don't know.
You
I don't
love
know.
all that stuff, all the
What?
Teen Titans and all the.
I like Robin. I like Batman. Nightwing's like that guy in the middle that's just kind of hanging out.
Wow, he's fighting crime.
Yeah, he's just hanging out. But you hang out through the break. When we come back, we will
This
have
man's
a
a
viewer
genius.
mail and a speed round, so stay tuned.
No one is more brutal, more violent, or more feared. Killing's as easy as breathing. On January 25th. Rambo, rated R, January 25th.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is time for the speed round.
Woo! Woo!
All right, I'm going to talk
Damn.
about Thunderbolts number 118. This title continues to be totally awesome. Thunderbolts are melting down in Thunderbolts Mountain. Everything is coming to a head. I love it.
Thunderbolts Mountain. Northlanders number 2, great book. Pick it up. Vikings, but done in a really nice way. The art's fantastic, sexy. Pick it up.
Sharkman number 1. Kind of sucked, but there was just so much happening.
You're on the fence all day today.
Well-
Pick a side.
Pick a side. All right, I'm gonna say it sucked.
Great. Wow. Was that so hard?
Wildstorm Revelations number 1, which is continuing the Armageddon crossover. If you like girls in tubs, this is the week for you. But that's probably about all I can recommend about this issue, unfortunately.
Gravel number 0 was fantastic. A nice little lead in. Although it was tough for me because I hate 0 issues.
Nice. All right, that's it for the speed round. Now it's time for one of your viewer mail. Crazy asks,
Whoa.
how would you guys feel if by this time next year Marvel has undone the end result of One More Day? I think this is an awesome question. Really good because it really gets to the heart of fandom.
Oh, wow.
I'm being a little glib there, but honestly, I really do think so. That the same way, basically, okay, the end of One More Day undid all of the stuff that people hated. It undid the Gwen twins storyline. It undid the other.
Well, it undid everything.
Yeah.
Stuff that people
undid
liked and
absolutely
hated.
everything. But people are not talking about like, oh, cool, it got rid of all these things they hated. They're talking about the things that they liked that it got rid of. And I think this is endemic of how people deal with these sort of storylines. Personally, I think my gut reaction is I would be upset. I would be like, oh, what? You undid it. Why didn't you just stick with
Yeah.
it? Even though I hated it, which I think is the wrong reaction.
Well, the problem, really, because I think it speaks to the integrity of a story. Like, if we're reading these stories, we buy them, we follow them. Like, we want it all to be real and to move forward. You always want a story to move forward. And when they retcon something like that and take us back to a time, it seems like we've wasted all this.
Exactly.
All this
Well,
story
how-
becomes
I can't wait
meaningless.
for this to be over and us
Well,
to
then-
get back on track because I've never cared less about Peter Parker.
Right, but I think, okay, getting to the heart of the question, even if you didn't like One More Day, which I think we all felt very mixed about it, if they got rid of that in a year and then went back to what it was like before One More Day, how would you feel about that?
Betrayed again, but that's what I'm saying. It's more about the fact that they keep breaking with the story and going back to a different point, jumping around. When we want a story told to us, we don't want to have to be like, oh, we're not telling this part anymore.
Right.
Because then you lose the narrative of it, in your head.
It's just something that started out like, hey, wouldn't this be cool if we could go back and undo all that? But unfortunately, when you do something like that, you upset people and get people pissed off, and then it's like, well, I just can't wait for this One More Day thing to be over with. so
But
we
it's
can
not.
get
This is
back.
the way it's going to be. They're going to move forward from this point in a way. I think Mary Jane as a character will come back, but
Yes.
they just won't get married. That's the thing, because they want
Yeah.
to keep
They
it.
better.
Joe
Well-
Quesada in an interview
Yeah.
said that you could tell any story with Peter Parker single that you could when he's married. And like when he's married, you can't tell a bunch of stories. He can't go on a date.
Yeah, but that
I
you
don't-
like
I don't
Peter
think
Parker
there's-
so much
he can
because
go on
of
a
MJ.
date with his wife. And if you have an opinion on this question, or another question that you want to discuss on the
scared.
show,
That was weird.
email us at tips@pulpsecret.com, or you can call us at 888-841-7549. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. We'll see you one more day from now.
You have a lot of
several more days.
You have a lot of rage.
Yeah.
I do.
You know, you
Guys,
do.
don't leave us alone. Don't leave us alone with
Oh my
Alex.
God.
Pulp Secret is brought to you by Rambo, starring Sylvester Stallone in theaters January 25th.